Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel back with a fun little treat from Nochi Studios. Um, this is their demo for their upcoming fourth game titled Sweetcore Brews. And I am very excited to get into this. I got back into playing visual novels, Otome, and all that because of Nochi Studios. So they will also always have a special place in my heart because they got me back into playing these types of games. The two that I played previously were Untold Atlas, which is their third game title, and Somnium 11, which is their second game title, both of which are on mobile mobile apps. So highly encourage you to check those out. I will leave their studio website, their game studio website, in the description below, along with any other game, more specific links for the games. But yeah, getting back to the task at hand is again, this is Sweetcore Brews. Um, Basically, you're the main character and your name is Milly and you are working in like a tea shop and the teas are fantastic and they're not just made out of like regular natural ingredients but they are also brewed with magic. And here in the game we have two different love interests, which I won't really say much about only because I'll let them speak for themselves. So actually the reason why I'm playing this today is because this demo version just came out because the Kickstarter campaign for this for the game came out today, and I'm just very excited about it. So I had to like jump on very quickly since I have some free time today to play it and check it out because I'm dying to know what is going to happen, what are the thrills, what are the features, what's the art look like, what's the music, etc., etc. So yeah, please join me in checking this out. And if you want to play for yourself, I'll also leave the link below to check out the demo for yourself. All right. Whoops. Okay, let's get started. I think we just click on brew. And so the setup is a little different from their previous games if you're familiar with them already, but they have chapters. So that's quite fine. So I think for the demo we have 3 chapters. Let's start with this one, chapter 1. I don't know if the music's loud enough or not. Okay, I'm gonna err on the side of caution and turn it up a little bit, but now hopefully you'll be able to hear the music a little bit. Somewhere out in the world, at any given minute, there's always someone drinking tea. And that person might be me. I love tea. No matter whether it's Earl Grey, peach, or even those crafted from the tears of a Sundare's Gorgon's tendrils. I love that, very specific. There's no denying it that somebody out there is drinking their favorite tea. What is your favorite tea? If you were a tea drinker, please put in the comments. I will say green tea is my favorite. Jasmine green tea in particular, but I like a bunch of different variations of that. So, I also am a fan for non-caffeinated teas. I like peppermint and echinacea tea, which I think is a flower. It's very fun. One could say that tea is a form of love language. It's really not that hard to charm the pants out of someone with a single cup, right? Is it? I thought it'd be hard. But this is Milly, our main character. But what if I said that there's a real art to making tea the way I brew mine? I'd believe it. I'll admit it's a tad more difficult than the average process, but I swear the results are downright magical. Or, well, that is, if you got the right kind of magic on your side. But no matter what skills a tea witch could ever have, there's really no way of escaping the inevitable. that once you run out of ingredients, you're going to get you're all you're going to need to always get more. Which is why what's happening? Ooh, we're at the mall. Here I am, trying to replenish a few things first thing in the morning at the supermarket. I've only got so much time to zip through these aisles before it's time to open the shop. Yeah, I've never worked as like someone who's like a barista or owns like a drink shop. Or like in general, like any cafe or anything. So I wonder like how early people have to get up. And are stores even open, or would you have to go to those like specialized like farmers markets or like outdoor markets if you have them, where people are up like at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something. But thankfully, it looks like I've got less than 10 items in my shopping list today. Quite nice. When the next aisle clears, I pick up the pace as I head towards the other end, basket in hand. Matcha. I need matcha powder. I swear the matcha was here the last time I needed an emergency stash. Or wait. Am I thinking of cocoa powder? Coming to a hard stop, I spin around in search of the familiar green matcha label, till suddenly... Aha! There you are. I can't help but grin as I spot 4 bags all waiting for me. At first, I pluck 2 off the shelf, only to stare down at the remaining 2 as if they'd been left abandoned. I know only 2 bags are on my list, but... Wait, do I even have enough room in the pantry? You probably don't. That's also fine. I'm sure I can squeeze them in somehow. Humming to myself, I squish all 4 bags into my basket as I eye the top shelf in search of the next item on my list. Whoever decided to put the sugar on the top shelf really must have it out for me. With a sigh, I get on my tiptoes and start reaching with all my might. This does remind me, I went grocery shopping yesterday and I had to reach something that was like, it was like dairy-free, like heavy whipping cream, and I had to reach to the top of the refrigerator and I tiptoed so much. It would have been fine if I had to ask someone, but it's a hassle. Just as I brushed my fingers along one of the bags, another shopper parks her cart right beside me while she peruses through the sauces. From the corner of my eye, I notice the cart rolling towards me, yet I remain unfazed as my fingers finally manage to graze one end of the bag. Victory! I push the bag towards the edge of the shelf, catching it as it falls. Nice. The plop startles the woman beside me long enough for her to pull the cart back just in time. Oh, sorry about that. Are you alright? Me? I'm perfectly fine. I've got everything I need. Well, just about. Oh, well, that's good. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you're baking something. Actually, this is all for making tea. Ah, tea. That would have been my second guess. I love chatting sometimes to people when they're friendly. Like, it's not always welcome, but I don't mind harmless chatter at the grocery store. Obviously, you've got the matcha and the sugar. And if you haven't checked already, the next aisle should have plenty of chamomile. Thanks for the tip. But I'm actually looking for chicken liver next. You're gonna confuse this poor shopper. Chicken liver? And if they have some kind of canned scorpion around here, that'd be great. I usually prefer to use the pink spotted ones to soak them in some cinnamon tea, but it's a pain to overnight them without spending an arm and a leg. So I guess I'll have to make do for now, right? Right, of course. You really can't skimp on that scorpion when it comes to tea, I guess. That's what I always say. Anyways, if you'll excuse me, I better go find that scorpion before I'm late. Without a second to spare, I rush out of the aisle as the woman continues gawking at me, wide-eyed. They always react the same, no matter what. If only people really knew that scorpions were by far the tamest things brewed into some of their favorite teas in town. Okay, good to know. Hot tip. I would love to try some of these teas, though. Though, I guess some things are best kept secret, right? I mean, you can't give away your trade secrets. Ooh, it's the cafe. With enough time to spare, I make it to Sweetcore Brews, ready to start another new day at work. Believe it or not, this tea shop sits along one of the quaint streets in downtown, which is a miracle considering how busy it gets around the neighboring streets that lead to the business district. And where there's always large skyscrapers, there's usually going to be a plethora of tea and coffee chains galore. Aside from the ghost kitchen down the block from us, and by that, I mean it's literally owned by ghosts, and save for a few commercial spaces, our street doesn't have too much going on. Okay, so very unique. Customers join for one reason. Mainly you guys, besides the ghost kitchen. I guess you could say that's both a blessing and a curse, since we really should find a way to bring in some more customers soon. That's true. Marketing is probably your friend here. Heading inside, I immediately rush to the back room. Howell, I'm here. Just like you said, they only had 4 scorpions, so I'm gonna have to see who's selling the good stuff without having to pay those scalper prices online. I don't know the difference between scorpions. I'd love to know. My voice echoes as I head for the pantry, and not too much... My voice echoes as I head for the pantry, and not much to my surprise, I'm met with silence. Another day, and still no Howl in the flesh, I guess. I look over to the large violet cauldron sitting in a corner on the counter, just as it begins to bubble up. Right on cue, I hover over it as the bubbles arrange themselves to form Howl's usual morning greeting. Okay. Hey Milly, don't forget to check out Canned Wonderland online if you want that scorpion for less than 300. Also, be sure to review page 466 in the Blue Book, because frosted teas are on next season's menu. Okay. Scratch that. They're on next month's menu. So you've got 2 nights to get them right. Oh, that's a lot. That's a short timeline. Well, thanks for the heads up, Howell. I sure could have used a demo or 2 beforehand, but what else is new? At this rate, I'm starting to get the feeling that I'm never going to meet Howl in person. I want to meet Howl in person. Please support the Kickstarter if you're interested at all. I think one of the bonus stretch goals is getting a Howl route? ? I hope it's a route and not just a chapter or 2. Though, if you ask anyone in the field of enchanted teas, he's about as skilled as they get. My parents were over the moon when I managed to land his apprenticeship. Oh, that's awesome. At the time, we all thought that Howl himself would actually be showing me the ropes of running his shop. But alas, since day one, it's just been me and this trusty cauldron tackling that blue recipe book a page a day. Okay, so this is your apprenticeship. I wonder how long it's been since the start of it. Occasionally, Howl will answer his phone if I call him. But then again, why stress him out when I've already got a handle on things? Did you get to tell your parents? Or do they just think you're still working under Howl? Like, super directly. Who knows? With opening time fast approaching, I managed to get a few cauldrons bubbling in the kitchen while I set out some of Poppin Well's finest fresh baked goods on display. He is really proud of his new elderberry croissants. Those sound very good. So I've placed them in the top row closest to the cash wrap. Nice. In a matter of minutes, the fresh aroma of tea and sweets begins to fill the shop right as I go to unlock the door. To my surprise, I spot a few customers already waiting outside, their eyes lighting up as soon as they see me. Ah, so you are open. We were starting to think that we'd have to go to Starry Blocks instead. Well, I'm glad you both made the trek here. Just tell me what you're looking for and I'll make it happen. Can you make a peach tea like the one from Starry Blocks has? Or Starry? Well, I guess I could make you a simple peach tea, but I think I've got a few other options if you're itching for a little spin on a classic. Trust me, one sip and you'll have flowers blooming wherever you go. Milly, do you mean literally? Oh, you do mean literally. Literally. Well, I'm up to get some to go. Well then, feel free to take a seat and I'll get that started for you. I then look over to the other girl as she's distracted on her phone. Would you also like one? Oh yeah, I'll just have what she's having. Sorry, I'm, excuse me. To my surprise, the girl doesn't even finish her sentence as she rushes over to her friend. I wonder what's going on. But it's okay, we gotta make... Oh. Maybe some great news is happening. While searching for my tin of springtime blend under the counter, I suddenly overhear the two girls whispering amongst each other, their voices sounding animated, yet almost panicked. I'm telling you, she has to be here around here by now. Marie said that her cousin's sister's friend, who works at that old burger joint down the block, claims they saw Zero walking down the street. You mean someone who looks like Zero, right? She said they swore on their life that it was her. And if you look at Zero's latest post, you can see some building cut off right along the top. Doesn't that look like the one office we passed by to get here? I guess it sort of does look like that building. But what if we already missed Zero? She's probably already backstage or with her team. Sorry, girls' voices. I'm struggling. Come on, the show doesn't start till 7 tonight. You really think she's going to stay backstage all day long? I really don't want to call this stakeout a bust just yet. At once, my ears perk up. A stakeout? Oh, of course. It has to be for Zero. Since I first moved here, I haven't gone a single day without someone bringing up this city's local legend of an astrologer. Okay, legendary astrologer. Not to mention, you can't go online without seeing someone reposting her or showing off their merch hauls in her honor. Come to think of it, I think I did see something online about her doing a live reading show in one of the arenas nearby. But in all honesty, I've never really stopped to look much at her posts. Occasionally, there's a post I'd like to stop and ogle at, but it's only for a couple of seconds. It's not like I have the time anyway for anything more than that. Horoscopes have never really been my thing either. Not since I was 8. What happened when you were 8, Milly? Though since moving to this town, I'm constantly being reminded that I'm the outlier around here. Okay, so that's interesting that this is part of the world. People like their astrology. Gah. Seriously, why am I like this when it comes to Zero? You really want to see her, don't you? Come on, who doesn't? I really thought it was going to be enough just to see her live. But lately, I think I'm starting to even dream of her. You are? It all started when she did my first live reading. You know, the one where she said that I was going to get the promotion? That completely came out of left field. Remember? My department never gives out promotions, yet all of a sudden, I was their first one? That is That is crazy.
I'm convinced Zero has to be made of magic or something. Because how else can you explain that?
I mean, I'm sure you deserve the promotion. Maybe it's just you went through a lot to get it, and Zero told you about it, but like, it's not like, I mean, I assume Zero didn't have anything to do with actually giving you that promotion.
Keeping silent, I glance up at them from the corner of my eye. Oh, if she really knew. It's not my place to pull that curtain, but I wouldn't be surprised if even the slightest pinch of magic had a hand in this. I'd have to be It would have to be divination magic, right? I've never really encountered a forecaster before, but the telltale signs are there when it comes to Zero. Then again, it's not like I'd be anywhere close enough to her to confirm it, nor is it any of my business.
You say that, Milly. No, Milly Blythe.
There's dozens of our kind in this city alone, and we've all been searching for our place among the ordinaries already as it is.
Is that what you call people with no magic, the ordinaries?
I know I am. Just as their whispering starts to wane, I bring their tea over to them. Your teas are ready. 2 springtime peach teas to add some flower power into your steps. Wow, that was fast. Hold on, let me try it. I watch as both girls each take their sips, and within seconds their eyes light up at me. Ah, it's good. Really good, actually. I think I like this one better than the Starry Blocks one. I was just about to say the same thing. So, what exactly is in this peach tea? Oh, well, you know. I threw in a dash of springtime. That's a cute name for a tea blend. We'll have to come back sometime for more. We'll definitely be back again. I'll be looking forward to it. As soon as I close the door, I shed a grin while heading to the kitchen to check over my cauldrons. I wonder if I threw in enough springtime in their teas to quell some of that Zero fever going on in their heads. Though in that case, I probably should have added a spoonful of Avalon soil while at it.
I don't know who this is. Is it Zero? That'd be kind of funny. Or maybe you should have just made it extra spicy, huh?
All at once, I stop in my tracks as I sense a presence looming behind me. Oh God, please tell me someone or something didn't just break into the back room. Howell promised me this place was protected by like 1,000 charms. Taking a break, I think to scan for the nearest kitchen knife to defend myself. Yet the first thing I settle onto is a large blue book sitting near the largest cauldron. Without making a sound, I pretend to reach for it, when instead, I swiftly turn around as my hair whips past my face, and I finally get a good look at the intruder. At once, my jaw drops. What? What the? Zero! What on earth are you doing here in my kitchen?
I called it. It was Zero. I mean, makes sense. My goodness. Hello, Zero. Also, is the voice acting in here? I'm not sure. So I will do my best, but I am no Zero. I know that the love interests are both partially voice acted, so we'll see. I should come up, right? Okay. Well, obviously I wasn't about to use the front door. I love your character design. You're so cool, Zero. Besides, I usually like going in from the back. I know I can hear her speaking, and she looks real enough. But even then, it still takes my brain a few seconds to register that this is really happening right now. Hey, you still here with me? I really need you to say something. Because, I'll tell you now, I don't know anything about running a tea joint if you go ghost on me. I keep watching her, trying to talk to me, but my mind is still marinating on where to even begin. Why is Zero here, though? Ugh. God, don't scare me like this. And at least say something. I mean, I don't think it's a spirit. I love the response. Begun by glitter. Wicked spirit? You're just gonna make the spirit, if it was a spirit, go by glitter? How did I know this was going to happen? I mean, maybe Zero was actually really in the areas looking for tea. Ugh. How did I know this was going to happen? Wait. Wait. What? I knew it. I just knew it from the moment I opened the shop today. I had a feeling. Maybe some divination magic? And then once those customers came, well... Anyway, could I get you anything? I have some extra springtime peach tea, or you could just wait till the bergamot sunrise is ready. Hold on a second. What do you mean you knew that I was going to show up here? Don't tell me. Wait, you're one too, right? You're gonna have to be a lot more specific than that. You know what I mean. A forecaster, like me. And here I thought you were a barista. But I am a tea witch. Ah, my good eye strikes again. I'm guessing this means I'm probably the least surprising visitor that's gotten into this place. You're giving me the energy of someone who's at least had to deal with 3 void intrusions. Come on, you can tell me. Was it banshees? Or angels? Or was it harpies who broke in the last time? You can tell me their names. It'll be our little secret. I've never had to deal with them, thankfully. Though after all this, I'm starting to wonder if there's really a rift open somewhere nearby. Now, as I was saying, what kind of tea would you like? Wait, seriously? You're really okay with this? Would you rather I'm not? I am also confused. I didn't mean it like that, but it's just that... Are you really not that surprised to see me here? You're telling me that seeing me isn't giving you any kind of reaction? There's nothing stirring inside you, nothing shocking or intense. I'll even take a little anger at this point, to be honest. I notice Zero takes a step, as I keep silent, but I never break eye contact with her. To my surprise, this only makes her take 2 steps even closer, till she's my only view. You really don't feel anything right now? Not even a little bit of a flutter, or a surprise? I know you don't want to say it, but deep down, I think we both know your face is going to start saying it for you. Huh? I wonder if this means that next time I should make a flashier entrance. Or maybe I just might have to show up when I know you want me the most, not even if you admit it. Trust me, after today, I'm always going to be in your mind. Can Zero, like, forecast stuff, like, related to, like, her, like, to her? Maybe she's here because she thought that Milly would be more positive reaction to her going there. So, being serious here, you really are that Zero, aren't you? Yup, there's nobody else I'd rather be. Now, it's my turn to ask. Does this barista have a name? It's Milly. Milly Blythe. So it's Princess Milly. I like it.
Huh, very funny. But if you're looking for a real princess, I've heard the owner of the crystal shop on Pear Street is a runaway heir to some deity family.
Huh, interesting. But I happen to think you're more of my type of princess.
Well, I'm telling you now, there's no princesses here. Not with the amount of overworking we do around here.
Ah, well. Even Cinderella did a little housework before she got to sit on the throne, right? So, why are you here again?
Because if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're hiding from something.
Or from someone. Ah, well, it's more like a whole lot of someone's. There's only so many places I can go without someone alerting their friends, the press, their dentist, and the family dog to come ask me for a reading in the wild. Hell, I can't go exploring around the arena I'll be at tonight without the impending doom of working outside the clock.
Oh, well, that I can understand. Wait, hold on. Aren't you a forecaster?
That I am.
Then why can't you just see far enough to know where you're supposed to go next?
Nah, that's no fun.
I thought you said this was a real problem for you.
It is a problem, but what's the fun in always looking ahead? That's fun. Between you and me, if my fans want to ask about their futures, they can ask me to their heart's content. But when it comes to my own policy, I cap myself at 5 seconds tops. I mean, that makes sense, I think. Like, you just kind of enjoy life. Even then, it's annoying to be wasting 5 seconds just to look 5 seconds ahead. Though you'd be surprised at how many people will still pay top dollar to ask me to do that for them.
So you really think your only option left is to hide in here? When there's just as many chances of you being found out?
Believe it or not, I actually did put a lot of thought into this plan. You see, your shop happens to have pretty sweet security because whoever built this place knows a thing or two about protection charms.
Apparently not enough to stop certain intruders.
That may be true, but thankfully in my case, I'm just trying to hide from the ordinaries, so the current security level should suit me just fine. That, and I can also just kick back in the back room or kitchen since it's just you working here, right?
Well, my boss is technically in the kitchen-ish.
Ah, so he can see us from that cauldron right now. Or is that something we're going to need to test out together?
On second thought, he's not actually in the kitchen. But even if he's not around, it's not like I don't have a shop to run. I can't really afford distractions, as it is.
Then that just means I'll be hanging out here some more, huh? Maybe then you'll get used to me.
Leaning in, Zero presses a finger to my chin and tilts me to meet her gaze.
Honestly, I don't think it'll be that hard for us to get to know each other. To get each other? I'm already getting kind of cozy here, so how about you?
Taking a step back, I watched her in complete silence, taking notice of her slightest movements. There's no knowing with you, is there?
You see, that's the fun part with me.
Technically, I could see everything that's about to happen in the next second. But, the way I see it, where's the fun in spoiling our story, Milly Blythe?
I can appreciate Zero's perspective on not looking ahead in her future. That makes sense. And also, you're such a flirt.
At once, my eyes widen. For a moment, I almost move as if I'm going to reach for her shoulder. Yet, at the last second, I spin around and stride out of the kitchen for the front counter. Whew. I really need the air right now. If I had stayed for even a second longer, not even I'd know what I was going to do.
Hey, wait up, Milly. just right now. I really thought that. All of a sudden, I hear the familiar sound of the door starting to clink open. Oh no, it's a customer. Before anything else, I quickly turn to Zero. Well, what are you waiting for? Go hide. You don't have to tell me twice. Without a second to spare, I turn around to grab the nearest wash rag and begin making myself busy by wiping the counter. Glancing over at the kitchen door, I'm expecting to find Zero slinking back inside. But before I can check, a frazzled office worker shambles in, nearly colliding with the counter as she gives me a pleading look. Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to serve iced coffee, would you? Maybe something with triple shots? Or is there such a thing as a 10-shot? A 10-shot? Actually, we don't do coffee here, only tea. If you want something strong, though, I might have just the thing for you. Really? I'm already running late as it is. I'd appreciate anything you've got. I just need something. Anything, really, to get through this day. Say no more. I think I've got a good blend here that should do the trick. Ah, thank you. You're really so kind, Miss, It's Milly Blythe. Good to meet you, Milly. I'm Olive. Hi, Olive. Oh. Fill in the blanks to complete Milly's recipe. Okay, we're looking for nouns. Okay. Energy. Determination. You need that to get through. I like this. This is fun. Strength. Willpower. Patience. I'm just thinking, since like this person is getting something that needs to get her through the day. Longevity. Do I spell it like longevity? Yeah. Okay, so these are the... Okay, so this is something that the game developers had mentioned, that this is one of the mini games for this, in the story, where I guess customers are going to come in and there's going to be a certain scenario, and I guess this is... You get to input different words that might contribute to making a certain type of tea that will probably help solve the customer's ailments and such things. So I chose these words since the customer seems like they need energy, strength, longevity, determination, willpower, and patience to get through the day. So I would say yes, that's quite fun. I wonder how that really works though. Which Milly's recipe for forget-me-not tea? Mix in an overwhelming scoop of energy with a dash of determination. Give it a dash of strength and willpower, and everything nice. Toss in a handful of longevity and a handful of patience for a taste that will make you feel like a god among mankind. Add in a floury blend containing myosotis and an undisclosed amount of savage love oyster before boiling the brew for 5 minutes. That's cute. I want to make teas now. That's what this game is making me want to do. Ah. Okay. So that was the end of chapter 1. And again, we met Zero unexpectedly. And Zero's quite fun, but we don't really know much about her just yet. In terms of like, why did she end up at the tea shop at Sweetcore Brews? Not that we're not happy to meet, but it's very unexpected. I will leave it here for today. I'll be back soon with another part, probably tomorrow, so that we can continue the adventure and see how the rest of the demo will be and, you know, feel inspired to get ready to get the play the game and check out all the other things that Nochi Studios has provided for the Kickstarter campaign. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'll leave links below for more information about this game, the game studio / the game developers, and also the other games that they have that you may be interested in. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next time. Bye.